Yeah, I want to talk about the human disconnect to nature. And what I mean by that is with the passing of every single generation, we are less entangled, less connected with nature. And that has enormous consequences for the future. And these consequences are that humans will get to a stage of sophistication and materialism that they will have absolutely no understanding of what nature even is. It'll get that bad. We will create this artificial environment to keep ourselves alive. I think human stimulation and human happiness and all those things will decline so rapidly, human health, simply because we have not understood the importance of humans to still be connected to nature. We are nature ourselves. How can we disconnect ourselves so intensely from nature? It will have dire consequences because we need to be connected to everything that is alive. We are part of everything. So this idea of creating ourselves a bubble and separating ourselves from nature is not going to work. It cannot work because we are just not programmed that way to be that separated from everything else that is alive. So we might as well just start now connecting ourselves to everything that is alive, working together with everything that is alive, and being in complete harmony with everything that is alive. It's not hard. We are doing everything in a way that we want to control everything. We are doing everything in a way that we want to separate ourselves from everything else that is alive. We have to stop doing that. It just is impossible for us to behave like that. We can't do it any longer. And this inclusion factor of everything that is alive will keep us alive. It is the pathway of least resistance. Letting nature be the dominant player, humans being the beings that are taking advantage of it, but still letting nature do its thing. It is so easy, but people and humans just don't understand this intensity of nature, this recoverability of nature. We, as humans, have to smarten up. We owe it to our children and grandchildren and the next generations to behave in a more correct way to include everything else that is around us. We have to stop being so incredibly stupid and selfish. It has to stop. It's not hard. We have to look forward to, getting everything working again. We are on this collision course with ourselves. Things have to change very drastically in the right direction, or the future generation will not be able to do anything on their own because of the separation between them and nature. If you have political decision makers in the future that have no idea what nature even is, they've never planted a tomato, they've never harvested a tomato, they've never done anything outside, they've never done anything that includes nature in their lives. These decision makers will make the wrong decision because they've never been brought up in a way to understand what nature can do, what nature even is, and how powerful nature is. So future decision makers and future children will never, possibly never experience, what we experienced 100 years earlier. So it is very, very dangerous if humans separate themselves that distinctively from nature. And I think the future of everything human depends on the inclusion of nature.